When you're gone, how do you want to be remembered?
As not only as an entertainer, but as a person who cared a lot, and I gave the best that I could, and I tried to be the best role model that I possibly could, and the best person that I could. I tried to help out.
Selena Quintanilla, born in 1971 in Freeport, Texas, was a musical prodigy who became the lead singer of her family's band, Selena y Los Dinos, at just 9 years old. Despite growing up speaking English, her father Abraham taught her Spanish to connect with the Latino community, which she later mastered for her music career. The band became a lifeline after their family's Tex-Mex restaurant failed, pushing them into financial hardship. Selena's dedication to music meant she missed many school days and eventually dropped out in the 8th grade, though she later earned her GED. Her big break came in 1987 when she won the Tejano Music Award for Female Vocalist of the Year at 15, a title she held for 9 consecutive years. Her 1990 album Ven Conmigo became the first Tejano record to go gold, and in 1993, she won a Grammy for Best Mexican-American Album with Live. Selena's talent grabbed the unlikely attention of a registered nurse named Yolanda Saldivar, who became instrumental in shaping her image. Here they are at the grand opening of Selena's San Antonio boutique and Salon Selena ETC in 1994.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today and showing their support for the Selena boutique, and I hope that you all become potential customers.
Selena initially struggled with Spanish, learning her songs phonetically before taking lessons to better connect with her audience. Her bold stage presence, marked by fashion-forward choices like bare midriff costumes, sometimes clashed with her father's conservative views. In 1992, Selena married the band's guitarist, Chris Perez, despite concerns it might affect her image. Her popularity only grew, earning her the titles Queen of Tejano Music and the Mexican Madonna. Even with financial success, Selena remained grounded, living in a modest neighborhood in Corpus Christi. One of the few luxuries she allowed herself was a red Porsche Carrera, which she proudly kept parked in her driveway. March 31, 1995.
She was starting to bloom, not only as a person, but as an artist.
Those are the words tonight from the father of a superstar singing sensation, overwhelmed by emotion after the death of his daughter. Selena has been shot dead at a Corpus Christi motel.
That day, Yolanda Saldivar, who had become Selena's most trusted confidant, asked Selena to accompany her to Doctors Regional Medical Center, claiming she had been raped in Monterrey, Mexico. However, when the test results were inconclusive, Yolanda changed her story, admitting she hadn't been raped after all. The two women then returned to the Days Inn motel where Yolanda was staying. Back at the motel, tensions escalated. Selena again asked Yolanda for the bank statements that had been the subject of ongoing disputes. It appears that Selena also attempted to end their professional relationship during this conversation. The situation became heated, with harsh words exchanged between them. Yolanda demanded the return of a ring she had given Selena as a gift. As Selena removed the ring, Yolanda pulled out a gun. Panicked, Selena ran toward the door, but Yolanda shot her in the back, screaming, "You bitch!" Selena managed to cross the courtyard and reach the motel lobby, leaving a trail of blood. The bullet had entered her right shoulder, severing a major artery. By 11:49 a.m., when she collapsed at the lobby door, she was bleeding profusely. "I've been shot," she cried out. "Who shot you?" asked a motel employee. "Yolanda," Selena replied before losing consciousness, still clutching the ring in her hand. An ambulance arrived within minutes and rushed Selena to Memorial Medical Center. Her family, mistakenly believing she had been in a car accident, hurried to the hospital. A doctor met them in the waiting area and informed them that Selena had been shot. Despite administering 4 units of blood and restarting her heart, the efforts were in vain. At 1:05 p.m., Selena was pronounced dead. The news quickly spread. Selena has been shot in Corpus Christi at a Days Inn motel. The woman who did it is sitting in a pickup in the parking lot holding a gun to her head. Later that night, Yolanda Saldivar was taken into custody and looked visibly shaken. Before the public reveal of Yolanda Saldivar as the woman in the pickup truck, a radio DJ made a tasteless joke, suggesting that the assailant was Emilio's wife, referring to the spouse of Emilio Navarra, Selena's only real competition in the Tejano music scene. The rumor spread rapidly, leading to a barrage of death threats directed at Navarra's office and home. A concert to remember. Yolanda Saldivar was an avid country music fan until her niece invited her to a concert in San Antonio from a famous Tejano artist. That night, in the middle of 1991, was the first time Yolanda laid eyes on Selena Quintanilla Perez, but it was enough to spark something inside Yolanda. 15 voicemail messages later, Abraham returned Yolanda's call about a proposal to start a fan club for Selena. At the time, no one in Selena's family knew much about Yolanda, except that she was the aunt of one of Selena's childhood friends and had custody of her brother's 3 children. Despite initial hesitation, the Quintanillas were eventually won over by Yolanda's enthusiasm, and she was given the unpaid role of founding the Selena Fan Club. Selena quickly grew close to Yolanda, praising her publicly and even showering her with gifts, including an $800 cow print rug. Yolanda's devotion to Selena seemed boundless, complete with a life-size cardboard cutout of Selena. As their relationship deepened, Yolanda transitioned from fan club president to a paid position managing Selena's new business venture, Selena Etc. Inc. She became Selena's constant companion, embodying the role of La Dueña, the faithful assistant. Trusted by the Quintanilla family, Yolanda was at Selena's side whenever the band played in San Antonio or nearby areas. Her loyalty seemed unquestionable, and she was entrusted with significant responsibilities within Selena's businesses. Concerns about Yolanda Saldivar began to surface as some in Selena's circle described her as possessive and controlling. Martin Gomez, a designer for Selena, quit due to Yolanda's obsessiveness.
Selena didn't talk negatively about anyone, so I didn't want to be perceived as being either jealous or overly concerned. But when I would bring it up, she would constantly tell me, you know, baby, you worry too much.
Her home was a shrine to Selena, unsettling those around her. By January 1995, complaints about missing fan club items reached Abraham Quintanilla, prompting him to investigate without informing Selena. In March, Abraham, Selena, and Suzette confronted Yolanda about missing funds, but she denied any wrongdoing. Sensing her relationship with Selena was crumbling, Yolanda purchased a gun on March 13, 1995. After returning to Corpus Christi, Selena and her husband met with Yolanda at a motel on March 30th to retrieve missing records. However, when some documents were still missing, Selena arranged to meet Yolanda the next morning. Tragically, their final encounter. Yolanda Saldivar was tried and convicted of the murder of Selena Quintanilla Perez later that year, on the 23rd of October. She was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 30 years, which would take place on March 30th, 2025. Yolanda's shocking declaration. A new docu-series titled Selena and Yolanda, The Secrets Between Them, released in February 2024, ignited controversy among fans and Selena Quintanilla's family. In a preview clip for the show, Yolanda stated, "After so many years, I think it's time to set the story straight. I knew her secrets, and I think that people deserve to know the truth."
Emotions were running so high, and I was hurting. My body was hurting. I didn't know how to operate a gun. I've never had one. And so I just clicked it. I said, what do you want me to do? What is the last thing y'all want me to do? What is the last thing your family wants me to do? You want me to kill myself? Because I'll just do it.
The 2-part series features extensive interviews with Yolanda. Speaking from prison, she claims that she did not intentionally kill Selena during their encounter at a motel in Corpus Christi, Texas. In a surprising twist, Yolanda dismisses the long-held belief that she was embezzling money from Selena's fan club and boutiques. Instead, she alleges that Selena was involved in an extramarital affair and had tasked Yolanda with making purchases on her behalf to cover up the relationship. Yolanda insists that the money she took was merely reimbursement, and that Selena was fully aware of these transactions. However, the docuseries does not provide any concrete evidence to support Yolanda's claims. The series has sparked heated discussions among Selena's devoted fan base and her family, who continue to mourn her tragic loss. The legacy of Selena Quintanilla Perez. Selena was killed 1 month before her 24th birthday. When news of her tragic murder broke, fans immediately gathered at Selena's boutiques, the Days Inn where she was shot, and her family home, leaving flowers and heartfelt tributes. In Corpus Christi, some 60,000 people paid their respects at the Bayfront Plaza Convention Center, where her casket was laid out for a public memorial. Her private funeral, broadcast live on TV and radio in San Antonio, further demonstrated the widespread grief and admiration for the beloved singer. At the time of her death, Selena was working on her first bilingual English-Spanish album. The posthumous release of Dreaming of You in 1995 became the first Tejano album to reach #1 on the Billboard charts, cementing her status as a groundbreaking artist. Recognizing her impact, then Governor of Texas, George W. Bush, declared her birthday, April 16th, as a statewide holiday. Selena's father once said that Selena believed worship should be reserved for the Creator, and that she would prefer to be remembered as a good person who loved people in life rather than being idolized. Despite his sentiments, the mark Selena Quintanilla Perez left on the world cannot be denied.
We can't believe this happened to someone like her. That's why we had to come here to make ourselves believe this.
On the 25th anniversary of Selena's death, celebrities paid their heartfelt tributes. Demi Lovato shared on Instagram stories, "We miss and love you. You were taken too soon and will forever be an inspiration to me. R.I.P. Angel. I wish I knew you and that laugh." Lovato also posted a series of pictures in Selena's honor, including a memorable scene from the 1997 biopic Selena, where Jennifer Lopez portrayed the late star. Lovato noted how that scene, showing Selena eating pizza, left a lasting impact on her as she struggled with an eating disorder, and how Selena's authenticity and values of music and family were always evident. Jennifer Lopez, who portrayed Selena in the biopic, also commemorated her, calling her an inspiration and reflecting on how the role was a pivotal moment in her life. Lopez expressed her gratitude for being chosen to play Selena and shared that the role was something she would cherish forever. Other stars joined in the tribute, including Salma Hayek, who tweeted, "Remembering Latin legend Selena, who we lost 25 years ago, but who will always stay in our hearts." Fifth Harmony's Ally Brooke, a San Antonio native, called Selena her hero and shared a dance routine dedicated to her during her time on Dancing with the Stars in 2019, tweeting, "This was my tribute that I did for Selena, to my hero. I love you forever."